What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Richmond Hill. I'm going to be playing the front nine, and we have 4 discs today, and these are discs that are either new releases for this year or it's the first time that they're readily available in this specific plastic. So starting off with putters, we have the Electron Firm Pixel, and then mid-range we have the Prism Proton Pyro. Absolutely beautiful. And that's the first, you could get these before, but not in this newer Proton plastic. For our control driver, we have an S-Line TD, Swirly S-Line, and then we have the Swirly S-Line PD2. So we have a lot of stability and some nice shapeable shot options. So let's toss off from hole 1. Hole 1 is 250, so we're going to go Pyro forehand, just up there, skip it up towards the pin. I might have pulled it just a little bit. Might end up going Pyro again, but have the Pixel just in case. Looks like a par. Gonna go ahead and tap it in just so that everybody knows I made the putt. Hole 2, 250 feet. If I were to throw through the left gap right there, I would have to go straight and pretty much just straight and then a little bit of a left finish. But the main fairway is over here to the right, so I'm gonna throw the Pyro again and just kind of chop a forehand and see if it'll pan all the way over. Gonna be another par. That would have been a really nice one because this basket placement is pretty difficult to actually get a birdie on, and I was half an inch low. Richmond is looking pretty clean and pristine right now. The fairways are nice and pretty, the greenery is all out. So if you haven't checked out a hilly woods course, this is definitely one to come and play around on. May not turn out to be your favorite course, but it's definitely worth the experience. We're gonna go Pixel here. It's in the long, so it's 230, pretty much just dead straight. That is a little too straight, a little bit too far to the right. Too bad it's not in the short because I would have been parked. But this same shot through that gap, through the straight gap, probably would have made it all the way down to the pin. Let's see if we can make a putt for once today. I see why Simon likes those Pixels. They do hold very, very straight. I'm just not quite getting the same amount of... It's probably the plastic though. That's firm plastic, Electron Firm, and my personal putting putters are in a much softer plastic, so I have more grip. So maybe if I got the Pixel in the Electron Soft, maybe I'd do really well with it. Before, and I'm gonna say it again, this is one of the prettiest walks on the course. Love this wooden staircase with the evergreens growing all around it. It straight up looks like a hiking trail. Hole 4, 211 feet straight up this hill. It's in the short pin position. It's dead straight in front of us. But I'm gonna go with the PD2. And we are gonna go with a nice little flexi forehand over here. That was almost perfect. Almost an ace run. There are 4 tree trunks directly in between me and the basket. So, do I go Anheuser? Do I go Heiser? Or just straddle and right at it? Oh, another par. Next hole is gonna be a fun one. Hole number 5 is apparently in the long pin position right now, so it's 420 feet, par 4. The greenery is running in, so you can't even see the basket, but see those really dark green trees? It's on the hillside past those. So you either got to flex a forehand through this right gap or throw a turnover backhand, but good news is we have a turning driver, so we're gonna be throwing a turnover backhand. Or just a really straight backhand. We'll have a shot up to the pin from there, and being that it's the par 4, that's perfectly fine. I would have liked to have been a little bit further to the right if it was the par 3, but I love par 4s because they give you a little bit of wiggle room. Weird ground reactions on this hole all the time because this course is well worn in, so it has a lot of rocks and roots on these wooded fairways, so you'll get stuff like that. That was so bad. Give some height to it. Give it a chance to go in, bro. This hole really doesn't film very well, but it's kind of a connector hole. Hole 5's basket is literally right there, so right down onto 7. It's gonna be a flex forehand. The basket is tucked a little bit to the right. We're going with the pyro. I just hope I don't turn it too much, but also hope that it doesn't fade and then like skip really big on the other side. Well, that's a new miss. Been hitting here all day long, now I hit the band. Again, unfortunate, but also again, this is not my go-to putting putter. And if I practiced with it a lot more, I probably would be really good with this putter because it's a really good putter. I just haven't practiced with it. Hole number 7, 285, it's up there and then onto the right hillside. The only reason I'm going with this instead of the PD2 right now is because the PD2 is green and this one is not green, which means we should be able to find this one if we hit a tree or just in general. It's also gonna look really cool flying through the air because I love how this thing flies. That's the tree that tells you if you made it far enough. You know those days when you just keep getting left with like 20 footers and 25 footers and circle's edge putts from downhill? This is one of those days and I haven't made one yet. Today, or this hole, this could be the one where it changes. You know, we're even par. The problem with the fact that I'm even par is that I've missed one drive. I've missed 6 birdie putts. So even par, while par is fine, missing 6 birdie putts sucks. Hole number 8, it's another par 4, 434 feet. We're gonna go PD2 off of this tee pad because if we torque it over on a forehand, it's gonna give us the best chance at making huge distance on this hole and still shaping the fairway because you don't want to go left. Turns out I did not flex it over at all. That came out basically flat. It's gonna be a really long upshot. I can see the basket through the trees. You're probably still a little bit too low because I can't get the tripod up high enough to see up over this ridge. We're gonna go backhand turnover with the pyro and hopefully shape this fairway really nice. Oh, I needed way more turn on that disc. We're gonna go with the TD, just forehand turnover because it's a turning driver. Gonna hopefully show you what a little bit of touch looks like when you use this. I think I executed that pretty well. At least I still have my touch forehand. We've made it to hole number 9, completely dead flat, even par. Every single hole has been a par. I'm sorry for the lackluster round. I missed a lot of putts. I missed 2 holes driving though. I definitely messed up 2 different holes. You can count them. This one, hole number 9, 267 feet. I'm gonna go pyro forehand down this left gap, and this is our last chance to get under par. Left myself another edge of circle putt. Honestly, I should have gone with just the pyro today because all of my best shots were with the pyro for sure. I definitely had some good shots with other discs, but for the most part, this was the star of the show. Definitely gave me a lot of enjoyment throwing it and some really fun, clean lines. As far as putting with the Pixel, I've never really liked the ones that slope more gradually down and less flatter and then sharper down. The P2, that's the reason I love the P2. It's why I don't like the AVR as much, is it has that same kind of, the Luna, a lot of those traditional putters have that same feel. It putts great, I just haven't learned the exact angle control with it yet, obviously. And so I'm still gonna be putting with my P2s, especially for the rest of this season. If this video gets to 50 likes, I'm gonna do a pyro only here at Richmond Hill. We're just gonna go out and play with a couple of pyros and see how we shoot. Make sure to like the video if you enjoy content like this. If you wanna see new stuff, make sure to comment down below. I'm always reading the comments, and if it's a really good idea, I might even turn into a video. And make sure to subscribe. So many giveaways going on all the time. The next one is at 1,000 subscribers, and we're getting pretty close. So keep subscribing, keep telling your friends about it, and until next time, see you out on the course.